This is a lesson to review the three types of graphing that we've done so far. The first type is using a table of values. And this is the one that we were doing in our last unit. So to graph using table of values, start by drawing your t-chart. And we're going to have our x and our y column. Now the x values you pick, and I've said in past that you choose -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So you get a balance of values, x values on the negative and the positive side. So now we're going to sub -2 in. So we know that it'll be 2 times -2 minus 3. So 2 times -2 is -4, minus 3 is a -7. Now we'll sub in -1 for x, so 2 times -1 minus 3. That's -2 minus 3 is a -5. We'll sub in 0. 2 times 0 minus 3. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 3 is a -3. And I can see the pattern now. I'm going down by 2 each time, so this would be -1. And then this should be a +1. And you can always check by subbing in. 2 times 2 minus 3. 2 times 2 is 4, minus 3 gives me 1. Now you don't have to show these calculations. You can if you want. It's up to you. Okay, once you have your plots or your points, you're going to plot them. So it's -2, -7, and I can't fit that on the Cartesian plane, so we'll go to my next point. -1, -5 is here. 0, -3, 1, -1, and 2, 1. Okay, I'll draw my line now. So we're going to go through the points and we'll go from one side all the way to the other. And then we'll go ahead and put arrows on the ends and label it with the equation. Now one thing that I forgot to do, our Cartesian plane, the scale is already done for us. We have our axes with the arrows on either end. I need to label the x-axis to the right and the y-axis to the top. Okay, so even if a grid is provided for you and scaled for you, double check that it has everything it needs. All right, so our next equation, we're going to do same thing, t-chart, x and y, but now we have a slope that has a fraction. I'm going to show you a little trick that makes doing the calculations a little bit easier. So I'm not going to use -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. I'm going to use it as my base. So I'm just going to write it lightly on the side here. I can't write lightly with the color, so I'll do it in a different color. So instead of using -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, what I'm going to do is take the denominator and I'm going to times all these numbers by the denominator, which is 2. So instead of using -2, I'm going to do -2 times 2, which gives me -4. -1 times 2, which is -2. 0 times 2, which is 0, and so on would be 2 and 4. So the reason that I'm doing that is that now when I go to sub in to get the y value, that fraction will cancel out. So I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to sub -4 where x is. So it's -1/2 times -4 plus 2. So I know that 2 goes into 4 2 times. So now instead of a -2, it's a -4, and my fraction's gone. So it's -1 times -2 is a +2, plus 2 is 4. Now I'll sub in -2. So it's -1/2 times -2 plus 2. So we're going to cancel. 2 goes into 2 once, so that's like a -1. -1 times -1 is a +1, plus 2 is 3. Okay, we're going to sub in 0, so -1/2 times 0 plus 2. So this we don't have to cancel. We know anything times 0 is gone, so I'm just left with 2. And now I see the pattern. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. Okay, so that's a little trick. What you do, take the denominator and multiply it by the fab 5, remember, which is -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. All right, let's go ahead and plot our points. So I have -4, 4, and -2, 3, 0, 2, 2, 1, and 4, 0. Okay, we'll draw our line. Oops, let's put that in red, just so it matches my points. Remember, we don't draw our line just connecting the dots. We always extend it from one side all the way to the other. Okay, we'll put our arrows on the ends. And we'll label with the equation, which is y equals -1/2 x plus 2. All right, so that was graphing using table of values. Now let's graph using the slope y-intercept method. So this was new. When we graph using the slope y-intercept method, the first thing that I want you to do is state the m and the b from the equation. So the m is 3 and the b is -5. For my next line, my m is 1/4 and my b is 2. And for my last line, my m is -3/2 and my b is 5. Now, what I refer to this as, I'm going to circle it. This right here, I think of it as prep work. Don't write this on your page. I just want to tell you what I'm thinking. That's your prep work. That allows you to do the graph, stating the m and the b. Just like this table of value right here is your prep work to do graph by table of values. So you get marks for that. You need to show your table of values, and you need to show your m and your b if you want to get full marks when you graph. All right, let's go ahead now. We'll make sure we have our x and our y axes labeled, and I'll start with the first one. So my b value is -5, and now I'm going to use my slope. We remember that that's 3/1, so I have a rise of 3 and a run of 1. So that means I go up 3 and to the right 1. Up 3 to the right 1, up 3 to the right 1. Okay, once I've plotted enough points, we'll draw our line. And we'll put our arrows on the ends and label with the equation. So that's y equals 3x minus 5. Okay, my next line, I am starting at a y-intercept of 2, and I have a rise of 1 and a run of 4. So from my y-intercept, I go up 1 and to the right 4. I can't repeat, so now I'll go in the opposite direction, down 1 and to the left 4. Okay, that gives me enough points. I'll draw my line. Okay, and I want to make sure my line's accurate, so I'll just move it into place. And now we will put arrows on the ends and label with the equation. So that's y equals 1/4x plus 2. Okay, my last line is a y-intercept of 5. And my slope is -3/2. So we remember that we put that negative with the numerator. So that is my rise and 2 is my run. So from my y-intercept, I have to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 2. Down 1, 2, 3, to the right 2, 1, 2, 3, to the right 2. Okay, we'll go ahead and draw our line. Now something seems off. My points don't line up, so that means I made a mistake somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that line, and I'm going to redo the slope. So we know that I went down 1, 2, 3 to the right 2, down 1, 2, 3 to the right 2. Okay, so there's the mistake. Let's erase that point. And then that means that one's off as well. So your lines, when you are doing graphing a linear relation, should always line up. All right, that looks better. So let's now draw our line. Good. And we'll put arrows on the ends and we'll label with the equation. So that's y equals -3/2x plus 5. Okay, so that was the second method of graphing, slope y-intercept method. And here is the third method, intercept method, and that's where we graph using the x and y intercepts. So this is just the method that we did in the last lesson. So we know if we're graphing using these intercepts, our equation should be in standard form, and we find our x-intercept first by letting y equal 0. So now we'll sub 0 in wherever I see a y. So 2x minus 4 times 0 equals -12. 4 times 0 is gone, so I'm left with 2x equals negative 12. Divide both sides by 2, so x equals negative 6, which I know would be negative 6, 0 as an ordered pair. So now I'll find the y-intercept, and that means I let x equal 0. So wherever I see x, I will sub in a 0, so it'll be 2 times 0 minus 4y equals negative 12. 2 times 0 is gone, so I'm left with negative 4y equals negative 12. Divide both sides by negative 4, and I'll get y equals 3. And I can write that as an ordered pair, 0, 3. Okay, let's go ahead and plot my points right away. So I have a point at negative 6, 0, and a point at 0, 3. And we'll draw a line between the points. I find that this type graphing by method of intercepts, there's more algebra in it, but the graphing part is super easy, just having to plot those 2 points. Okay, let's just straighten out my line. And we'll put arrows on the ends and then label with the equation. So that's 2x minus 4y equals negative 12. Okay, so my next equation is 4x plus 5y equals negative 20. So we'll start by finding our x-intercept. Make sure you're writing these titles. We'll let y equal 0. So that'll be 4x plus 5 times 0 equals negative 20. 5 times 0 would go to 0. I'm left with 4x equals negative 20. Divide both sides by 4. X equals negative 5. So we can write that as an ordered pair. Negative 5, 0. Now we'll find the y-intercept by letting x equal 0. Okay, so I'm going to sub in 4 times 0 plus 5y equals negative 20. 4 times 0 goes to 0. So I have 5y equals negative 20. Divide both sides by 5. Y equals negative 4. And we'll write that as an ordered pair. So that will be 0, negative 4. Okay, let's go ahead and plot our points. So I have a point at negative 5, 0, and I have a point at negative 4, 0. We'll draw our line. Okay, we'll put arrows on the ends, and we'll label with the equation. Okay, so that was a good review of the 3 types of graphing that we're doing. And you guys, I think, are going to go ahead and practice now and become experts at this. So hopefully this has helped you solidify how to graph the 3 different ways, and you guys have a great night.